So hi Josie, this is today's lesson is going to be about decimal numbers. So adding and subtracting decimal numbers. Okay, numbers, yeah. So that's the lesson. So to start off, there are two things that you need to know, which is the whole number and the decimal number. Okay, so a whole number, it's what we have: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These are whole numbers. Okay, so and it's called base 10 system, and I'll put another video about the base 10. What we are saying is, because there are 10 digits, it's based on 10 digits, so we call it base 10. For decimal, it's going to be exactly the same. What makes it different is there's a dot. So there's a dot, and there's 0, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So the difference between a whole number and a decimal number is decimal number have got a dot in the front. Okay, so let me give you an example. So the example could be 25. Yeah, is a whole number, but if I put a dot 6, the 25, yeah, I'm changing the color. So 25 is a whole number, and the dot 6 is a decimal number. Okay, so straightforward stuff. So the lesson is about, we said it's about adding and subtracting. So let's see how we could add and subtract using decimal numbers. Okay, there's a small difference, so let's find out. So let's see, for example, if I want to add 25 plus 6. So if this is the question, the answer would be, we could add 25 column addition plus 6. So 5 plus 6 is 11, carry 1 plus 2 is 3, so the answer would be 31. So that's fine. So if let's say, for example, this is fine. So another question. So if I put, so question, if I say 25.5 plus 6, now this is interesting. The answer would be, this is the key, Josie, you need to write 25, yeah, plus, sorry, dot 5, so that's the decimal. Now when it comes to 6, yeah, 6 is a whole number. Yeah, it doesn't have a dot in front of it, so we need to put 6 on this side. Can you see where the decimal point is? So we need to divide this. So we need, this side is a decimal and this side is a whole number, and we know in between what makes it decimal is that dot. So now when we add, what we need to do is 5 will come down, the decimal point will come down, and then 5 plus 6 is 11, 11 carry 1, yeah, 1 plus 2 is 3, so the answer will be 31.5. Okay, Josie, fairly straightforward. So more examples, yeah. So question, if we have 21.34 plus 21.1, now both of them have got decimal points. Is that right, Josie? Okay, so they got both decimal points. So now when we do the column addition for this, it will work out this way. So answer 21.34, and for this side we need to write 21, which is no problem, that's the whole number, dot 1. So there's only one. So here, Josie, what we have is we got a space which we leave blank. Okay, so you should not write, Josie, this is the key, you should not write this question this way, 21.34, 21 point, let's say 1. Yeah, these dots, let me just do this. If you write 121, you see the dot, yeah, it's in a wrong place, and this will give us a wrong answer, because 4 plus 5, sorry, 4 plus 1 is 5, and that's the wrong answer to start off. And then of course 3 plus 1 is 4, and then what are you going to do? Yeah, 2 plus 1 is 3, and then 2 comes down. That is a wrong answer, completely wrong answer. And the reason we got a wrong answer is because we put a decimal point in a wrong place, so it has to align. Here is good because it's already aligned. Okay, now in this case you see the same question, but we put in a right order. So 4 comes down, yeah, straight. 3 plus 1 is 4, dot, yeah, and then 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, and that is the right answer. Can you see how the difference is? Same question, and we did addition on both of them, but because we put the dot in a wrong place, it gives us completely wrong answer. So Josie, you have to make sure you understand this very carefully. How about this now, Josie? Again, question, let's say 22.1 plus 0.96. Can you see that? Now we have completely no whole number here, just decimal number. So for this the answer would be 22.1 plus, yeah, and where do we write our decimal? Here we write 96. Can you see that? Because for decimal, think of this, Josie, we have the decimal when we put 96, so we are going this way. For the whole number we are going this way. So now for the whole number, here we got nothing, so there's x, it's empty. The most important part is my dots are aligned. Okay, so now we go for the answer. Here it's like 0, really, it's an x, it's 0, there's nothing, so 6 goes down. 9 plus 1 is 10, so we put 0 and we carry 1 here, and the dot could come down, yeah, and then 1 plus 2 is 3 and 2, so the answer will be 23.6. okay, so you understand how we add decimal points. Okay, so the key point here, the key point here that you need to understand is those two lines, those two dots, yeah, those two dots have to match. Okay, all right, so that was addition. Let's look at subtraction, decimal point. So subtraction of decimal numbers, decimal numbers. Okay, so same thing, no difference whatsoever. So I'll give you a question with an example. In this case, let's say 24 minus 1.62. So straightforward, there's only minus. So for the answer you write 24, yeah, but for in here we write 1 for the whole number, and of course there's a dot, 62. You are allowed, Josie, to write here 0 0. It would never change anything, so still is 24 with 0 0. Okay, if you want you could do it this way, but the key point is here the dot is aligned. So now we could do the minus, fairly straightforward. 0 minus 2 will be 2, and 0 minus 6 will be 6, and then of course the dot comes down, and 4 minus 1 is 3, and 2 just comes down. Okay, so that's the answer. Yeah. Okay, so another question. Well, maybe we could do question here on this side. Question, let's say .962 minus 1.62. Okay, I'm just plugging any number from my head. Answer, here we start with .962, and for the bottom minus, of course there's a dot and 1, so the dot have to align, and then for this you see 6 and 2, and of course there is one number which is just missing. We could be 0, doesn't matter, and also number is missing here, because the most important part is we aligned our dots. Okay, so to answer this, fairly straightforward. 2 goes down straight, 6 minus 2 would be 4, and 9 minus 6 will be 3. That's good, and a dot, and of course here we got 1. So really, if you want to minus this amount from this, that's the answer. Yeah. Okay, so these are your questions. Now what I would like you to do is if you could do the following questions and then answer them, and then send me the thing. So let me just do this, save. I've done one for you, I believe this one. Yeah. Okay, so for addition, I want you to do these questions. Yeah, if it makes sense. So this is an example, so don't worry about this. Yeah, I'll send you this, but and for the minus is this. So pause the video and do the followings. Okay, so for plus, there it is. Thank you, Josie.